Plaintiff Nicholas Savage dated the defendant's daughter, and for a short time, he lived with the defendants. Nicholas claims after the defendants kicked him out, they put his property outside, and the property was destroyed, so he's suing. Defendants Dino Crandall and his wife Linda say after Nicholas moved in with them, they discovered a violent past. Dino claims after a disagreement, Nicholas verbally assaulted him and tried to get his daughter fired, and they're countersuing for unpaid rent.
Start with you.
Back in November of 2018, Your Honor, I had met the defendant's daughter, Rachel. Me and her started dating, and during that whole time, things kind of went downhill with my living situation. So I had asked them if it was possible if I could move in, and they ended up taking me in. During that whole time, I started noticing that Dino, he was really controlling, manipulative.
I object. Did you work?
Did I work? Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, how did you notice all of that? You just took a lot of time off. Go ahead. Did he work consistently?
What was
he laying around sometime, or did he work all the time?
He was at work most of the time, and so was I, Your Honor.
So how did he know all this then? Go ahead.
Well, Your Honor, you know, I noticed it most when I was at home during the weekends because I worked Monday through Friday. Mm-hmm. Me and Rachel always were trying to get out of the house because of how he was. You know, he always wanted to see what my bank account looked like. There was a time where Rachel, she was, you know, half dressed, and he just barged right in and sat there and wanted to, you know, have a conversation.
Know about the money. There.
No, it wasn't about the money.
How much were you supposed to be paying him?
We never had an agreement.
Well, that's why you want to look at your bank account. What did his account say?
I've actually never asked him for his bank
account.
account.
Never did?
No.
Well, you should have. You want to check it now? You still live there?
No, sir. In that whole time, I started noticing that Dino, he was really controlling, manipulative.
I object.
Did you work?
Did I work? Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Okay. Yep. Well, how did you notice all of that? You just took a lot of time off. Go ahead. Did he work consistently? Was he laying around sometime, or did he work all the time?
Plaintiff Nicholas Savage dated the defendant's daughter, and the defendants claim after a disagreement, Nicholas tried to get their daughter fired.
All right, go ahead. So he was checking your account to make sure you were broke before you lived there without paying. That's right.
So during that time, I did actually end up paying Dino $500 for the whole time that I was staying there. He did mention to me and Rachel that he was moving to a new place.
How long did you stay there? November through what?
April.
Okay. He said he was moving. Mm-hmm.
Yep, he said he was moving, and then he had sat down with me and Rachel, told me and Rachel we don't have to pay rent. Okay.
Man, that's a good deal. You had $100 a month when you did pay. And then he said you don't have to pay anything at all.
Right.
Not only was she in love with you, he was too. I don't know whether you know it or not, if that's the kind of deal you got. Let me hear from you all. Give me some background on your relationship with him and anything else you want me to know before we get to the property he's suing about.
In November, he did start dating my daughter, Rachel, here. Mm-hmm. And we allowed him to move in because he lost his place to live. I don't know the situation, didn't ask. And so he stayed all the way up until April, which was 5 months. In that 5 months, found out from his own words that he assaulted his past landlord. He started trying to assert his authority.
There was no assault.
And he was asserting his authority, trying to tell my younger daughter that she was lazy, needed to get out and get a job. I'm the father.
Well,
that is my position to talk to her about, not his.
Well, maybe she should have been in our business then, huh? So,
be careful, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
he could be a father like me.
I'm also a father too.
So, I'm telling you, if you talk like that to me about my daughter, it's not gonna make it out the room. So that's what I'm telling you. Be careful talking to this man about his daughter. Go ahead. So he was beginning to assert himself, or talking about your daughter needs to get a job and that she was lazy, and he living in your house.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So during this whole time, my wife and I, we were trying to buy a house, which he knew about this from the day that he moved in. We signed a purchase agreement on a house, so everybody knew it. 45 days, you had to be out. That included us. So 2 weeks before the closing date, got a phone call from my daughter that they were denied for an apartment because he had an unlawful detainer on his record from assaulting a previous landlord. She asked me what she was going to do, and I said she can move with us. She asked me what Nick is going to do, and I told her he's not moving with us because I want no more lost puppy dogs in my house. That was a quote. So it all went downhill from there. After that, Nick he actually started yelling at me on the telephone, verbally assaulting me, telling me that I screwed him over. A few days after that, he calls my daughter's work, which I have an affidavit from her work, tried to get her fired. Then he also called my work, which I have an affidavit from my boss, tried to get me fired.
What was the agreement on rent? That's what you're countersuing for. You should have been suing for harassment as well. Calling folks jobs, that's the worst type of harassment. With regard to the rent, what was the agreement on that?
When my daughter approached me on him moving in, he agreed to pay $100 a week while he was staying.
A week or a month?
He said $100 a week for when he was staying there.
Reasonable?
He was only supposed to be
He
there
never
for,
agreed on anything.
That's reasonable.
He was only supposed to be there for 3 weeks. He ended up staying for 5 months.
Okay. And he says he never agreed to pay you
There's no
anything.
agreement.
So $100.
Does your daughter want to say anything about that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you understand? State your name.
Rachel Crandall.
Was there an agreement that he pay your dad $100 a week?
There was. I was standing right there. It was a conversation between all of us at the time. There was an agreement.
Okay. All right. Tell me about the unreturned property that you're suing for.
Your Honor, well,
What happened?
The unreturned property that I have is on April 9th. I sat there and I told Dino, hey, I'm coming the following Saturday to pick up my stuff, which would have been April 13th. I had a text while I was at work from Dino stating, and I have the text messages right here, Your Honor, if you'd like to
Let's
see.
see them, please. What did they say?
And it was sleet and rain outside that
On the
day.
9th, you agreed that you would pick the things up on the 13th.
Yes.
All right. What happened?
On the 12th, I got a text while I was at work, Your Honor,
That's
saying
what
that
this is?
Yep, saying that that my stuff was placed outside, and it was sleet and rain that day. And some of the property that I have was very expensive, like the RC cars that are there. I use the RC cars for racing, which is
Do you have the one on April 9th where it said you could come and get it on the 13th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me see that. That's critical.
There's a time where Rachel, she was, half dressed, and
I
he just
object.
barged right in and sat there and wanted to, have
I've
a
never
conversation.
Know about the money.
No, it wasn't about
How
the
much
money.
were you supposed to be paying?
Hey, we never had an agreement.
Well, that's why you want to look at your bank account. What did his account say?
I've actually never asked him for his
Oh,
bank
you
account.
never did?
No.
Well, you should have. You want to check it now? You still live there?
Plaintiff Nicholas Savage dated the defendant's daughter, and the defendants claim after a disagreement, Nicholas tried to get their daughter fired.
Sir, what do you say to this?
All the stuff that he's asking for, he previously had. 2 days before this all went down,
2 days before what went down?
of him being denied for the apartment.
Okay, and that was before April 9th?
Yes.
Okay.
2
What
days
happened?
before that. He actually had brought in his RC cars to his work, and he was off
He brought what?
these RC cars that he's talking
What are
about.
those? You have a list of the things?
Yes, I got the.
And
I
what
got
are
a list.
RC cars?
They're the hobby scale RCs that I rather would do instead of doing drugs,
This
basically.
man got a hobby of a bunch of cars?
Yes.
It won't pay you?
Yes.
Oh, these are toy cars?
It's actually becoming a really growing
They're
sport.
toys, though.
They are, yes.
It's not like a big car.
They're expensive toys. I ended up losing a sponsorship because of the one buggy was
Oh,
not
you're a professional that makes money off of this?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, he can certainly pay you.
Yeah.
He's a professional.
Yes.
He's a professional race car driver.
I should
And they
have. We
make
should have
big
been
money.
the whole time.
You run around here, a race car driver, and don't want to pay rent.
I was willing to pay. I
Were
told him.
tournaments? When was the last time you won anything?
The last time I won anything was the last race I actually had that car.
Okay.
So
You got your trophy?
That one, no,
He
they-
leave his trophy at, you didn't throw his trophy out, did you?
Never seen a trophy.
Didn't see it.
there was no trophies given out at these.
Well, you
because-
haven't won anything. Race car drivers get trophies. They get them this big. You haven't won a thing. That's why he can't pay you. You ain't won nothing. What happened to your things? Were they put out in unsafe conditions?
Yes, they were, Your Honor.
What
When I
happened
had-
to them?
When I had gotten there, she said it was covered. It clearly wasn't. All my stuff was waterlogged. A
object
few of
to
my
that.
clothes.
Let me see where you had to pay for anything new.
This is a receipt on one of the things that I did have to get this or try to replace. This is a affidavit from the hobby specialist showing that I did have to rebuy a certain truck, showing that I did pay for it. And then this is the bill of sale for $1,200 for the 1RC.
Sir, what do you say to this? Ma'am? Mm-hmm.
We actually have pictures here of him saying that we didn't give him his stuff. His stuff was all bad. We actually cleared the snow around the area at the end of the driveway. We put his couch out with all his stuff there.
Why did you have to put it out if you all had agreed to the 12th? Sir?
We put it out because he could not give me a specific time. If you read that paper, he was trying to get.
And you told him you were putting his things out?
Yes.
Not at that time. I was through the whole text messages that he was sending my wife, which we got them all.
When
right
did
here.
you give him notice that you were setting his things out?
I never gave him notice that I was setting things
That's
out.
where you went wrong.
I
But
have a police report, Your Honor, as well.
Let's see it. What are you going to
Police
say,
report
sir?
indicates
I was going to say the reason
damaged
why
product.
the reason why I put them out is because he could not give me a specific time. I told him I was not home until after 6. I got young children in my house, and with his record of being violent,
Sir, he had all that when he moved in and you let that man stay there 5 months. Now you're going to act like you couldn't even keep his things there.
I never
because
knew that he
too
was.
violent. Sir, you stayed there 5 months. You can't put folks' things out without notice. What do you say about calling this job? What evidence do you have
I got
about it
affidavits from
interfering
my
with
work.
the job, sir? Tell me about
Honestly, I never called his job.
These two?
and this here's the child protection one.
Okay. Thanks.
So I did report drug use from
To who?
to DOC
Why?
because I did report the drug use
Why?
for marijuana, that her mother was very violent with one of the children.
Marijuana caused her to be violent.
Oh yeah, definitely. She was.
I object to that.
It was a. She was just all around violent.
I got
always.
you. Mm-hmm. So you
The
did this to her. Okay.
the affidavit from my boss there, he wrote down on
Child
the caller
protection.
ID.
All because of you all's landlord-tenant issue.
Plaintiff Nicholas Savage dated the defendant's daughter, and the defendants claim after a disagreement, Nicholas tried to get their daughter fired.
And the unpaid rent, I believe them against you. So that's $1,700 I'm going to grant them for that. Calling social services, calling your job, all in effort to sabotage your life over a landlord-tenant issue. $2,000 I'm going to grant for that. Your judgment is $3,700. And sir, with regard to the property, I'm going to grant your judgment because he failed to give notice that he was disposing of your things. And you're responsible for them if you do not give proper notice that you're putting his things out. Judgment $2,583. However, you're going to end up owing them. Judgment for the plaintiff on your damages, and the same for you. Judgment $3,700.
I ain't got nothing to say to him. I think it's just better that it's done.
I'm just glad it's done, and hopefully he'll leave us alone and stay away from us.
Been leaving you alone.
Nick, please don't argue with me.
Oh, you ain't my mom. Don't tell me what to do. Worry about
Okay,
yourself.
we're done with you.
Plaintiff Takima King is married to the defendant, but they separated and are now headed for divorce. Takima claims she wants custody of the defendant's 2 children because the defendant likes to run the streets. Takima is suing her estranged wife for rent and an electric bill. Defendant Tamika King says Takima was insecure, so Tamika rushed into a marriage to prove to Takima that she loved her. Tamika is devastated that they are on the verge of divorce, and she's countersuing for damaged property.
Start with you.
Me and Tamika King have been together 3 years. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit emotional. Tamika King, when we got together, she has 2 children. I jumped in a relationship head first. I didn't have any kids. I loved them as if they were mine.
When did you all break up?
We're broken up right now.
When?
My birthday, January.
Okay.
I jumped in a relationship and it didn't seem like she was serious about it too much at all. Her priorities was just not where it was supposed to be.
Like what?
Taking care of home as like she was supposed to. Her money didn't go where it was supposed to go. Hanging out, hanging in the streets.
How old were her children?
One is 11 years old and the other one is 20. And I love them. I love them like they're mine, and I would like to take full custody of them.
How often was she hanging in the streets?
A lot. Like I'll say out of
every day,
every
week. Okay.
Every
At
day.
night?
At night, yes. Hanging in the streets.
When you would ask her about it, what would she say?
Hanging with her buddies. Hanging with her buddies, some of her
And
coworkers.
you went for that for 3 years, every single night?
Yes, Your Honor. I thought that she was cheating on me at one point in time, and I had her take a lie detector test. She passed it. So I stopped feeling insecure for a little bit, and I said, I'm gonna go ahead and give us a chance, you know? She's not cheating, but
So what'd you all break up over?
we broke up because she can't be responsible. She can't take care of her home. She likes
Meaning
to
pay her bills? Is
Yes,
that what
pay
you
her
mean?
bills, take care of her home, clean up.
Who makes the most between the two of you?
Me.
Okay, well, you have the primary responsibility. You make the most. In my household, I have the primary responsibility.
I do understand.
All right, don't get married unless you know how it go. You better learn how it goes before you get married. The one who makes the most pays the most. Let me hear from you.
Like she said, we got into a relationship, but with me being the first female that she, dealt with, due to her previous relationships, it was a lot of trust issues, a lot of insecurity, a lot of things where she was like going through my phone, different stuff like that. And it had me rush into her home so I can prove my love to her. I had to show her that I loved her at this time. So I rushed into a relationship, and I also rushed into a marriage just to show her that I'm not like her previous relationship. But it's like, it's getting so bad to the point where it's like we somewhere that I never wanted to be at. We're in the middle about to get a divorce. And I didn't get married to get a divorce.
You should take a lie detector test. That was the time to get divorced.
Your Honor, I had reason behind it.
I know, you thought she was cheating.
She was staying out. She wasn't in the house. She come in the house.
I understand all that. Then you should have left.
Your Honor, I was in love. And that's what it was.
Well, then leave the test alone.
Plaintiff Takima King suspected the defendant was cheating while they were together, so she made her take a lie detector test to prove her innocence.
Go ahead, ma'am. So you took a lie detector test, though. Let's get to that.
Yeah, I ended up taking a lie detector test and ended up passing it. I mean, I was out past, certain times that a relationship actually supposed to be, but I wasn't messing with nobody. It was more of, when it's time to go to work, I go in the bathroom, line myself up, but this is how I got you. I line myself up, get myself looking nice.
So you can get somebody else.
All right.
No, I'm just messing with you. I don't think that men or women, mates, partners, what have you, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, should change their appearance just because they have gotten with someone. Kind of taken for granted when you do that. So you're doing the same thing. What is the song? Same thing it took to get your baby hooked. It's gonna take the same thing to keep her.
That's right.
You're doing right. All right, so far you're doing all right. And you're past your lie detector test? You never had to take a print. Why you didn't do that?
I didn't think of it at the time, Your Honor.
They don't the judges don't count lie detector tests as solid evidence. because it can be faulty.
Okay.
So that may have been faulty. You better get them fingerprints.
I'll work on it next time, Your Honor.
Next time, all right, because fingerprints fully admissible.
Yes, sir.
Flawless evidence.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, we got it in back.
we got some. No. We want to see. She don't want to take that fingerprint. Why won't she take the fingerprint?
Your Honor, I have no clue. Maybe it's the drugs.
Now you starting something.
She on drugs too?
Yeah, she is.
What type of drugs?
Well, in the beginning it was marijuana, and
That ain't nobody's business. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I'm not talking to you. I'm sorry. In the beginning it was marijuana, and I believe it upgraded because I'm trying to see if you can't come in a house and you have. I mean, she's been in between 10 jobs. She can't hold on to them, and
Does she go in late or something?
late whenever she choose to go in. She says she don't feel good. You can't take care of dish soap, tissue, but you can afford all types of clothing.
Let me see here.
Wow.
All types of clothing and everything else. I stay home with the kids and I take care of them. I do my best.
I'll be honest with you, me and you been in the same boat before.
And it's like, where are you taking
Then
your
they won't
money
buy
from?
no soap. But yet you catch her at the mall. Luckily, I love keeping my granddaughter by myself, but that's supposed to be her responsibility when she comes over. Nora, at 3:30, she comes over every day. Linda's supposed to be there to watch him. Then she come with that, I'll be right back. Leave me with the kids.
Yes, yes.
Won't
and I
buy
cook.
soap or tissue.
Yeah, simple things that you automatically supposed to know when your house runs out. Toiletries, toothpaste. You're supposed to know. I shouldn't have to tell you, hey, we ran out of this.
You
Use
get a
the
little
same bathroom
toothpaste.
as
She
me.
does get a little toothpaste.
You know?
How do you feel? She's hurt, though, seriously. How do you feel about the relationship itself? Maybe we can get this back together. What was the final straw? Since I'm getting you in trouble, I'm going to get you out now.
Okay.
What was the final straw?
Digging my way in.
What was the final straw?
I think more the final straw was with, like she said, I am into my clothing. And when she
Got jealous when you were going out.
Yeah, when she destroyed my clothes, that was
When you
it.
have a home you have to take care of, and you have children you have to take care of. The same way I signed up to be a parent, and when I didn't have kids and I took on that responsibility, should be the same way you should take on the responsibility and take care of your home first.
I'm going to take you home with me. I like what you're saying. You know what to do.
And that's what she wasn't
Tell me the
doing.
incident, though, that broke you all up.
Her cousin came to stay with us. She told me, hey, you know, my cousin, he has a son. We barely had the room for it, but, you know, I have a good heart. And I said, this is your family. You know, he want to come until he get himself together. They agreed. Her cousin came to stay with us, and he stayed for 3 months, June of 2015 to August 2015. And he agreed to pay $250 and towards the rent and money towards the electric bill. I never received any payments, and I brung this to Tamika. You know, I told her this. You know, hey, what is he gonna do? I don't want to be stuck with none of these bills. And then she claimed, you know, I'll go ahead and I'll take care of it. The cousin moved out, the son moved out. I haven't heard anything, and it's not like I didn't ask her. You know, hey, what's up? Stuff still got to get paid. They never paid me my money. I never got my $250, which adds up to $750. I never got it. I never got money towards my electric bills whatsoever. And I just felt like before we break up, I shouldn't be stuck with this stuff. You know, it's
Ma'am,
not fair.
what do you say?
And you know it. You know it, so don't sit here and lie.
Plaintiff Takima King suspected the defendant was cheating while they were together, so she made her take a lie detector test to prove her innocence.
Go ahead.
Judge Mathis, I did tell her that I'll take my cousin slack, but I never said I was going to pay anything in full. At the time that my cousin was inside of the home, I explained to her, I'm barely there. I'm barely there. I'm working and I'm in school.
This is your family that you invited to our home.
But I said a slack, 20 here, 30 there,
you didn't
40
say
there.
a slack, so
I ain't
do
never
not
say
lie.
no full,
Your Honor, she
full
is
light
lying.
bill.
I have no
I ain't
reason
even
to sit
flicking
here
them
in
on.
front of you and lie. I would have never agreed to it because we was already financially hurting.
Right.
So I would have never agreed to it. She said $250 each month.
Tissue, please.
Each month $250, and she'll go ahead
said
and
partial.
pay towards this
I said
electric
partial.
bill. And now this is in collection. It's in my name. This was before we got married.
Okay, give me some evidence on it.
This is before we got married, and she agreed to it.
That's what I was going to say.
Why you? Why did you?
I
Don't
said
lie.
That was my next question. This
I ain't
is
said
before
in full.
marriage.
Don't
Okay.
lie.
And
I
the
said
counterclaim,
You did. This
damaged
is your
property.
family.
All right, ma'am, damaged property. How does she owe you?
I'm on my way. Like I said, I'm in the bathroom getting myself together, about to go out. And at the time, we going through our little separation. I come back out because we got a 3-bedroom, but I'm downstairs. I guess that's what you'll call a dog house. I'm in a dog house right now. Either we gonna make it right or she getting me closer to the door. So I'm sitting in the dog house, and I go back to enter the dog house, and I got evidence. I mean, it's bleach all over my clothes. My telephone that I just had got when we moved down there is completely destroyed. I had to throw that out because it was so much glass. She talking about a kid, but you ain't even worried about if the kid gonna, fall on the glass or whatever. You tearing up phones and bleach and stuff. So, this is a whole bunch of damage.
You passed me your phone to show that you wasn't cheating,
Well,
and then you snatched it back, and that's how your phone dropped. So
couple
don't sit
things.
here and lie.
Couple things. One is when you get married, everything you accumulate from then on out is marital property. Believe it or not, including the clothing.
I mean, she destroyed my clothes.
Yeah, that's your wife. She destroyed her own property. Yeah, don't look that way. Oh, you the one wanted to get married. Now face the responsibility.
I don't wear shoes.
Take the law all the way. No, ma'am. Abide by the law all the way. You can't pick and choose what part of the marriage law you want. You are married. This is joint property. Your claim is dismissed. I believe you. Yours is granted. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I still want my money for my pants. You gonna still pay me for my clothes.
You know, this is ridiculous, so that we even got to be standing here in somebody's courtroom. It is. It's really nasty.
They took your side because you was sitting up there.
No, he took my side because he seen the truth, and you're a liar. You're an obituary liar. All you do is lie. You have lied from the beginning to the end. I have no kids, and I took on that responsibility immediately. Immediately, I jumped in that relationship and took care of them kids and loved them like they was my own.
Well, I'm gonna be wearing your high heels and so I can go to the club. Since I ain't got no clothes, I guess I'm gonna be a cross dresser.
Right after you cut the check,
I'm gonna be a cross dresser.
Thank you very much.
When I get home, I'm gonna put on your.
And that's why your stuff got bleached. How about that?